So what is the PT life cycle? Hello? PT life cycle.
We haven't completed it, right? But our
Yeah.
first main motive will be prove POC, then gathering non-functional requirements and getting extra information like peak hours, half
Okay.
peak
Yeah.
hours, and everything.
That's okay. So, like first thing is the PT life cycle, nothing but end-to-end performance testing. Like how to we are starting from the performance testing, like POC, NFR, non-functional requirements gathering, and test plan and prepare from the workload model document, and test data, and script recording and enhancements, and design scenario, test execution, result analysis, and reporting recommendation, and risk and mitigation. These all points we are considered as a PT life cycle. Like we can start from the POC. So every time we don't start from the directly POC because it is a very brand new project only. Then we can start with the POC enough for all details. It is everything is ready, means already it is existing project. Then we can do from the third point onwards. Directly we can prepare the test plan. What is the test plan? Test plan is the one of the roadmap of the testing, how we are doing from the perform testing. In the test plan document, what contains, what is the our object, what is the scope, and what kind of testings we need to perform, what is the, our entry criteria, what is the exit criteria, and what is the test deliverable times, and configuration details of the our servers. We have some of the servers will be there, app server, web server, DB server. So those like servers configuration also need, like it is a 4 GB, 2 GB. So we should check from this all details and we need to mention in the test plan. Is voice clear, right? No?
Yes,
Yes,
Dhananjay.
Okay, then fine. Okay, in the test plan we need to mention from this all, like what is the our object, what is the scope, and what kind of entry criteria. Entry criteria nothing but all prerequisites are satisfied or not, we need to check, like tool perspective, protocol perspective, and environment setup. Okay, and doing from the like POC, or if it is there, or is NFR. So these all prerequisites are completed. That is the entry criteria of the in perform testing pointer. So exit criteria nothing but what are the derived statistics will be there. We are meeting from the derived statistics or not, we can check. Nothing but each and every transaction as per SLA. What is the client is given SLA response times. So we are met that or not, we can check. That is the exit criteria. So means these all things we need to mention from the in that document. Okay. So like once prepare that document, we can send from the project manager to approve point of view. Okay. They will check from this all details in the perform testing, what is the scope and what is the kind of and test to deliverable times. Like when we are starting from the scripting, when we are completed from the scripting and executions, timelines, and the final total sign off date. So everything we can mention, right? Based on that, he will look on that and it is everything is good. Then he will approve. Then we can start from the our work. So like this is the like sometimes you did from the like any mistakes or you miss from information, he will guide to mention from the some other details also, then we can mention and again we can send. And workload model is one of the important document from the perform testing point of view. Like workload model contain like what are the scenarios we are testing. Okay, in that what is the transactions we have, each and every transactions, and we have from the some calculations also will be there, think time calculation, pacing calculations. Okay, like once we are come to the scripting, you guys will be know from those terminology and what which purpose we can use, no. then you will know from the workload model. Okay, I will explain from the in middle of that, and how to we can do from the some calculations also will be there. I will explain from that in the workload model point of. After that, one of the most important thing, performance testing point of test data. Why test data is a very important performance testing point of view? Any guess?
Test data,
While
the peak
creating transactions,
hours,
we
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
we need that requirement, right? Peak hours, half peak hours, and non-functional requirement,
Okay, okay.
CBT, critical business.
Yeah, yeah.
So we need all that information. So we need the data.
Okay, that's good. Okay, Srikant, and you?
while doing any testing, we need a dummy data, right, to execute any scenarios.
Yeah, yeah.
So we require our test data. Yeah.
Yeah, that's both points also correct on it. But main thing, like a realistic environment, you can think about it. Realistic, how it is going in outside. For example, we have everyone have from the Facebook account. So everyone credentials will be different, right? Your username, password, my username, password, and my first name, my last name, my address. Okay, so means user to user, the like different credentials will be there. As a performance testing, when we are doing from the execution and all right, we can test with the 100 users, 500 users, 2000 users. So this many users you want means you need from that much of data also, because same user we can execute, that is a realistic. Only my credentials will be there. Kiran Sriram is there. So I will execute this over 500 times. It is realistic? No, right? So in functional point of view, it is passed, that should be fine. But for our point of view, as a realistic environment, how it is going, right? Same way we need to simulate from the execution. So that is the way we need to, you are executing 100 users, you need from the 100 username, 100 passwords. And you have from the orders 100 password orders, otherwise you have from the first name, last name, address. So this all data also very important for us when you are doing from the execution. This test data setup where we can do means in the scripting part. Okay, we can keep from the Excel or Notepad, and we can see in the scripting part. That is the test data important. Okay, so this test data we need from the more data, right? Then who will provide this data?
That client will provide, right? The users
No,
and all.
yeah, Isak. It is you are directly doing from the production environment. Client will provide it, but you are doing UAT environment or
So
performance
we need to
environment. Think
create.
it. Yeah.
Uh,
We need to create many logins, or we need to create many users.
Yes, for man functionally using the functional, we
Functional
can
tools,
create.
okay.
No, no. You can create from the
Um,
username and password. That is okay, correct only. We can do from
mm,
the like manually. We can do.
no, I think there
Okay.
is a tool.
Okay, that's fine. Srikanth, and you?
Actually, like in my recent company, they
Yeah.
are using service accounts for performance testing.
Okay.
So I think we can use service accounts, right? To add n number of users.
No, 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 not that one. Okay, they are using from the, that will be different. Okay, for mainly
Mhm.
test data, for example, you are doing from the performance environment. Okay, this environment only yourself only you can use from this performance environment, because it is equal to production environment. What is the production configuration details will be there, what is the production code it is running, same code we can, they will be like what is the code is going to from the live from the next month or next week. So that code will be deployed into the in performance environment. So that the environment we don't have from the any test data, then what we can do means we have from the many ways will be there. What you suggested, that is also one thing. But main thing doing from the functionally, it will be very difficult, right? Because every one user we can do, and after that, like that means it will taking from the test data itself, it will take from the more time. So ourself using from the our scripting, we can prepare from the we have from the sign up this kind of will be there. Using that you can create the script and you can execute from the multiple times, then test data will be created. That data you can save in the notepad or somewhere, then automatically it will save from the notepad. And what is the data you are created, that data you can use from the actual script. That is the one thing. And one more thing, if you don't have from the this sign up this and all using the application, we are unable to creating because we don't have from that facility from that application. Then we should ask to from the development team or someone. So what is the database we are using? In the database we have from the any data will be there. Using from the queries, we can retrieve that data and we can use from the in our actual script. Okay, so otherwise we have from the don't have from the access DB and all. We should ask from the concern teams or okay, what is the our development team will be there. We should ask them and create from that data and send to us. Like they have from the some automation scripts or something will be there. They will create it and they will give. So miss these many ways we can prepare the data. So which way it is good for us, we can do from that way. Okay. That is the test data. And going to the script recording enhancements, where we can do in the script recording and enhancements.
The controller.
Script recording
We
and
can.
enhancements.
There is a controller tool. In the controller tool, we can record the script.
No. What is the first component? How many components in load runner? 5, right? Virtual user
Virtual.
generator.
Virtual. Yeah.
Yeah, virtual
Yes.
user generator, controller, agent process,
Mm.
load generator, analyzer. Virtual user
Mm.
generator, nothing but we want to, what is the business flow will be there. We can record and after that generate the script statement. Enhancements purpose, we can use the virtual user generator. We can call it as a we use it, right? So scripting and recording enhancements we are doing from the in the where in the virtual user generator.
Virtual user. Yeah,
And
correct.
now next is the design execution and test execution, where we can do.
Execution, we can use controller.
Yes, design scenario, nothing but like how many number of user you are executing and how much duration you are executing. And that is the design part. After design is completed, we need to start from the execution. So these all things we are using from the controller we can do. What is the controller? Nothing but we can design the scenario and execute with the multiple user point of view. We are using from the controller. And you guys will be know performance center.
Performance.
Performance center or ALM, application lifecycle management.
No idea actually.
ALM, I heard that name.
Performance center.
No, I don't know that. ALM, I heard that name in my previous company. ALM, what is that?
Application
Actually,
that is the like ALM, nothing but okay. It is like execution perspective, like functional team they are using, and as well as performance also we can use. Functionally, what they are doing means they are doing from the script what are the test cases written and pass or fail status. So everything they will see. Same way how we are doing from the controller, same way we can use from the performance center or ALM doing from the execution point of view. Like there also we can design the scenario and execution we can do. Okay, just note it. Okay, we can explain from the once come to the control.
Oh,
Okay, so next will be result analysis and reporting and recommendation. Which component we can use?
analyzer.
Yes, analyzer. So what is the analyzer?
After execution, the results, what is the result? We can see the results
It,
in the analyzer
Yes,
it
tool.
will analyze the scenarios, how much it took time to complete those test
yeah,
scenarios.
yeah, that's right. Like analyzer, nothing but what is the test you are executed? That test results is the good or not? We have got from the any errors, how the test went. So that all things we can analyze using from the analyzer, one of the component load runner. And after that, analyze the results. You should be like reporting. You need to prepare like okay, this is the transaction, this is the response time. Okay, and you identify the any recommendation, then you can give to the recommendation to the team also. So recommendation nothing but for example, we are executed one test. So assume that we have from the transactions. Okay, so like we can think about Facebook on okay, simple. Okay, one is the launch the application. Okay, and login is a one transaction, and upload video one thing, and download video. Okay, and log out. Just simple. Okay, one business for this. So after analyze the results, your actually client is given from the each and every transaction. Like transaction wise also will be there. Launch and login will be there. Don't cross from the more than 2 seconds. It's a client SL. Launch and login. And what is the upload and download will be there. Upload and download, right? So this should be less than 5 seconds. That is the their transactions. Okay. Launch and logout is a 2 second. So this is the SLA of the our client. Okay. Means if it is the how many number of user access also their application, don't cross from the more than 2 seconds. If it is upload download, they are given 5 seconds. Why? Because it will take time because of the size and uploading or downloading. That will be depends on the size, right? So that will also don't cross from the more than 5 seconds. That is the their SLA. So now our execution is completed. We are understand that okay, this is the happen from the 1.5 seconds. Okay, and login happen from the like 1.8. Okay, and upload it is happen from the 5.8, and download happen from the like 5.2, and logout is the okay 1.3 or 2. Okay, so now we have made the SLA.
No, that upload is 5.8 seconds.
And
That's
download also
right.
5.2, and
5.2.
as well as okay, I can think about it, logout or login also it is a 2.8. So means all the transactions should be more than SLA. So if you send this report to the client, he will accept
No,
because my expectation is a 2 second and upload is a 5 second, but it's more than that. What can I do this? So then only next is the our job. That is the our major job from the after analyze the results. So why this? Login is 2.58 seconds taken. Upload and download, why it is more than 5 seconds happen? We need to dig the issue. So we need to identify the bottleneck. In our terminology, performance testing terminology, we can call it as a bottleneck. Why? Which bottleneck it is? Because of that, it's a transaction response time will be high. So we can check with the parameter. First thing will be, everyone will be know that CPU and memory. CPU and memory. So CPU memory actually before the test is good only like 10% and memory also it is like 20% only will be there before execution. When you are executed the test, your results will be this, and your CPU memory is crossed from the more than 80%. So if it is 80% crossed, means we have from the only 20%. So maybe we are executing 500 users just as well. So this 500 user point of view, CPU and memory is sufficient if it is crossing more than 80%. See, in our mobile, assume you are using mobile and you are like installed from the multiple applications, then it is asking to delete from the some files, or it is asking. Why? Because
Yes,
we don't have from the space.
it will take time if we do anything
Yes,
in the
same. Yeah.
mobile.
How it is happening from your mobile, same thing while doing from the execution, it is not sufficient from the CPU memory, your transaction response time will be high.
Hmm.
So we should be informed to the team. Okay, we are observed, we are executed 500 users. Most of the transaction response times are high. So we are finally observed because of the CPU memory is crossing from the more than 80%. It is not sufficient from the 500 user point of view. What is the current configuration, like 4 GB memory, 4 GB? Okay, CPU. So could you please increase from the CPU and memory utilization? You need to recommend it to the particular team. That is the kind of recommendations also we need to give to the. Okay, finally once you are like send the mail and is increased from the 8 GB, both should be 8 GB, 8 GB means CPU and memory, then you are executed, and it should be less than 40 only from CPU memory, and your transactions also it is the 4. This is the 4.8 you are observe, and this is from your observe 3.2. Now your transaction response time will be good as per client expected. What is the SLA will be there? We are met the SLA. If we met the SLA, then we can send the report to the client. Okay, we are executed this much load. So these are the below table. It is showing from the results. Then client will be accept. So then you need to give from the recommended to the in this mail only. Okay, we are executed from the 500. Then we are observed transaction response times are high. After that, we are identify the issue. CPU memory crossed from the more than 80%. EMS team, we are asked to from the increase from the CPU memory. Then they increased, and after that again we done from the one more execution. After that we got from the SLA. Okay, could you please follow from these steps from the while going from the line? So means that kind of recommendations to we need to give to the client. Okay, this is only one simple CPU only. We have from the multiple will be there. Okay, network will be there. Because of the network is also not good. What will happen? Okay, you are daily using from the mobile data 2 GB. You are already utilized from the more than 90%. Then what will happen? It is the browsing happen. It will take time. Okay, it insufficient network. network points, packets. So these kind of issues also happen. Because of that also impact from the your transaction response time. And one more thing, like DB database. Okay, some uploading video you are doing in backend, some query is running as a DB side. What will happen means even that query execution also it is taking from the very time, like that is also it is taking from the 3 seconds. Our SLA only 5 seconds, only query is taking from the 3 seconds. Then it is going to the DB2 from the other server and back to the application and get from the response. So it will take time. So means DB side also, if any of the queries taking high response time or not, as well as DB also we have from the CPU memory will be there. So DB CPU memory also it is good or not, we need to check. So means if it is the response time will be high, so we need to dig the issue, what is the kind of the issue. So just you need to identify only, but we are not resolved. You need to just send mail to the concern team. CPU memory and nothing but EMS team. Okay. Network team means network issue. DB team means DB team. We need to send the message. It is a code level things issues. Okay. That we can send to the developer. So means once you are identified that issue, then you can send them and they will be analyzed from their side and they will fix that. Once they will fix that, again redeploy the code. Again you can do from the one more execution. After that, your transaction response time good, then we can send the report. So that is the main process from the performance testing. So up to from the execution, it is a very easy. Scripting is completed. Execution means just you are doing 500 users. Design is completed. Just click from the run button. You should wait from the 1 hour duration. During the duration, just you should monitor from the how test is going. Like you are getting from the any errors, any transactions are failing, or how CPU is there. Okay, CPUs keep on increasing, or more than 80% it is crossed. See, we are doing from the 1 hour. If you not monitor the test, what will happen means CPU will be after 10 minutes or 20 minutes only you observe, it is a more than 90%, 95% is completed. If you not see, then what will happen means your application will be, it will crash. Otherwise, CPU memory servers also it will crash. So that is why while during the test, we should be monitor from the how the test is going, how the CPU memory is going. We are finding we are doing from the any kind of issues or we are facing. We should monitor from this all details. This all it is coming to the reporting and recommendation. And risk and mitigation, nothing but like we are facing some kind of risk and mitigations. That will be coming to the what kind of risk you are identified from the innover while doing from the your performance testing point of view, like resource utilization, otherwise any kind of risk you are face. So you can mention that that is the final stage of the our performance testing life cycle. So these are the mainly performance testing life cycle points. But it is a brand new project only. We can start from the here onwards, first point onwards. It is already existing. We can start from the here test plan and workload model. Sometimes test data also it will be ready because already previous team will be there. So then what you can do, scripting is also everything is ready. Test data everything is ready. Then what we can do means what is the scenarios we have? You need to mention the test plan. And after that, you can design the scenario and what kind of executions we need to perform. That execution you can perform. And after that, results will enter good. You can report send to the stakeholders. That is the your major duty from the performance testing, end-to-end performance testing. Any doubts? Do you? Hello?
Yeah, Kiran. I have a doubt like in the middle, if they change any requirement, the functionally or anything, so we need to redesign that scenario, right? So if in case
Middle it will change any requirement?
middle means in the next if it is if we are going through agile model,
Okay,
so
okay.
we have so many 2 weeks, 2 weeks. We
Yeah,
we
yeah,
will have we
yes,
will be
yes, yes.
the release is going on, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in that case, we need to redesign that scenario, right?
Yeah,
Because the
scenario should be
functionality
same only, but only scripting level, if it is any changes from the code level and right, then script level you need to change it.
script level.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But no need from the
mm,
design level. Design nothing but is you are executing from the 500 users or 1000 users. That should be okay. That should be
oh,
depends on the requirement. We need to execute from the number of users.
okay, okay.
Like
Mm,
script two only. For example, one script will be there. You are doing from the agile methodology. Then there is any changes happen. Like what is the previous script will be there. It will not work. Then you can do from the rescript.
oh,
Okay.
okay.
And Srikant, you have any doubts?
As of now, no, Kiran.
Okay, okay, then good. Okay, we can good to close the class, and we'll meet from tomorrow also same time, and we'll continue our classes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Mostly, like we are completed from the theory part, and tomorrow onwards everything will be directly okay tool only. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
can install. Otherwise, if you're unable to install, then we can take from the one class also installation class.
Okay.
Okay, okay, thank you. Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.